He bowls it fairly quick, doesn't he? A little bit like one of his former teammates, Shahid Afridi. Runs in, ball slides on, comes over the top. So very straight arm. Not going to get a lot of drift away from the batter. He's more of what's just going on there? It's not going to be out. They're going to look upstairs unless there's some lazy running. Well, the whole episode just wasn't good cricket. Yeah, Sabzada Farhan was keen to get off the mark, not realizing his partner is not brisk between those stumps. But it was a good fielding effort. Yeah, a little bit closer than he would have liked. This, I think he's just made a direct hit, would have been out of course. He'll be having a conference with his teammates saying, come on, get me off strike. No batsman wants to stay on Zeri, so there we go, confirmation, not out.
We're talking about Ali Majid. He has bowled well in batches, but hasn't been consistent. Done well. For a moment there, I thought he had dived over it. But he is off the mark now. The captain raising his the standard there in the field. Yeah, these Park Stallion players are up for this. They know it's an important game. Well, every game is important. We were talking about Ali Majid. Is that he's I'd play more as a seamer. I don't think he's a big spinner of the ball. Yes, he is down as a leg spinner, but the ball often comes out and seam up, and it just slides onto the bat. Mid-off up. Just helps himself. He's such a good timer of the ball that even when you think it's going to just land short, it flies over the boundary. Having a mid-off up in the circle created that pressure on the bowler. Rather than trying to pitch the ball up to Sharjeel, bowled at his strength. He likes to pull the ball off the front foot.
Yeah, I think when you're playing against players that have such a clear strength, you've got to make them hit their weakness. Make him hit over the offside. Leg spinner bowling.
Well, he can hit over the offside. That's all the way as well. Now you are under serious pressure. Where to go now? He targeted the leg stump with the previous delivery and followed it up with that away-going delivery, but not bringing any effect on Sharjeel. Saw the line and length early and went with his stroke, Sharjeel. 2 in 2. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'd probably go the other way to Sharjeel. I'd try and bowl the ball quite full and I'd have long on and long off. And I would say, right, you hit the ball over their heads. If you do, well done. But I'm not going to let you play square of the wicket. Where's your cricket gear, mate? Get there. I agree with you. Yeah, you've got to be bowling with the right ideas to Sharjeel. 22 without loss. Hello, here Andy Randolph Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you. Golden Pearl Beauty Cream. Husne jana ki tareef mumkin nahi.
Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch. Set and Touch.
Golden Pearl Perfumed Body Spray.
खुशबू खींच लाए पास.
In the blink of an eye, they are 22 without loss. Sharjeel is 20 of 9 deliveries. He scores effortlessly. I mean, also Sharjeel, he scored 227 runs, averaging over 50, strike rate in excess of 170, and they bottom of the table. irony, isn't it? Yeah, plenty of sixes from his bat. Strike rate touching 170, 250s, 89 was his best. Sabzaza into action. Saw that length, which was back, stood tall and flat batted it to get his first boundary. Sabzada.
Yeah, this is a man whose strike rate and average is not respectable for a player of his class. He's a good player. And this is a real sign of it. Stands still, forcing mid-on back now. So they've made it a little change. The third man comes up into the ring, so full protection on the offside and two men back on the leg side.
The other thing about Sharjeel is, well, we know that this is the first season that the Jammu Jambars are in the KPL, but he played for the Mirpur Royals last season. He was the highest scorer again. He's desperate for a teammate to help him get to a final.
Ideal format for Sharjeel.
Yeah, I don't think it's really the top order batting. It's the bowling that's let them down. The frontline bowlers going for 10 and over. Too much reliance on spin, and middle order haven't really fired. But this guy Farhan, I think, is a very, very good player.
You're talking about Sharjeel. He's not a kind of a batsman who has that vertical bat swing, or he likes to cut the ball with horizontal bat. He's got that golf swing, doesn't he? Likes to flat bat the ball. And becomes very important for the bowlers to pitch the ball right up to him. Have him driving the ball. Don't bowl back of the length. If you do, you'll be penalized. And that's why Sharjeel is topping the charts there.
There were some big names on that list of the highest run scorers. That's four. That's four.
Yeah, strong cricket shot again from Saibzada Farhan, trying to show the reason why he's partnering the big man Sharjeel. Gets into position, shimmies across, and hits straight through the line of that. Much more orthodox, but just as effective.
Oh, it's going to be hard work for the bowlers, that's for sure. Such a good surface, this. Offering consistent bounce. The pace is good for the bowlers, for the batters to work with.
Well, this is the type of start that you want. If you win the toss and you bat first, you want to get off to a flyer, and they have. 3 down, 34 without loss.
Golden Bulb Beauty Cream. Husne jana ki tareef mumkin nahi.
Hello Hair Shampoo Plus Conditioners. Meet the new you.
What does it take to dream? To aspire, to be better every day. It takes vision, discipline, and courage to step into the light. To be a king.
Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch, Set and Touch.
About Sharjeel, Farhan has contributed as well. 13 off 9. Some powerful strokes in the previous over, but this man, the man in picture, he's the one that people are frightened of. If you back of a length, you disappear over the leg side. If you're a little bit full, you disappear back over your head. But here's a skilled campaigner, Roman Race, standing captain. Clyde at some touch, lovely batting.
showing his ability there and skill, Sharjeel. Suggesting to everybody it's not all about long handle when it comes to his batting. He's got those softer skills as well. Just opening the face at the right moment to be able to hit the ball into the gap and pick up yet another boundary.
I love that stroke, I really do. I think it shows great awareness as a batter. And that, well, I can't hit you back over your head where your fielders are up. But what I can do is use your pace. And away for 4. Just over the top of mid-wicket.
Yeah, it's the simplicity, really. Sharjeel might have the power, he might have the strength, but you know if you miss, it's not a case of a miss it, it's not a case of giving the opposition a chance. It goes for 4, it goes for 6, and this is a real sign of his destructive capabilities.
Effortless, wasn't it? As a batsman, you see that full toss, your eyes lit up and you try and hit the ball very hard. He did otherwise. Just rolled the race, placed the ball into the gap for 4 runs.
I'm not sure why you'd want to lose the strike. I wouldn't be running ones if I'm Sharjeel.
Played with a very good player, Marcus Trescothick. I don't know if you remember him, but I always felt when you watched him the simplicity of when the ball came down, you almost knew as a player or as a spectator or fan, you knew what shot he was going to play. Sharjeel feels a little bit like that. As soon as the ball comes down, you know what he's going to do. It's a very simple movement. It's a very simple swing of the bat, HD.
Yeah, you played with Trescothick, and the man alongside me, he played with a man, played against a man from Sri Lanka called Arjuna Ranatunga, and that guy down to third man, I mean, you could have wrapped that up. That was exactly like Arjuna.
Good knowledge, HG. Good knowledge. Yeah, he used to nudge the ball with effects. You know, he'd never bat an eye to a turning pitch or where the ballers were getting a lot of seam movement. He relied on that stroke and picked so many runs in international cricket.
Oh, he hasn't hit that. He hasn't middled that. But he's still safe. Oh, it's got to the boundary. They've cut the outfield. They've cut the outfield. I think it's for the first time over the course of this competition.
Yeah, another full toss. You don't want to bowl full tosses to this man. Makes it look so easy. Even a miss it goes for 4. Big foot comes out, but that's not good enough.
Yeah, Roman Reis faltering under pressure. Trying those Yorker lengths, but turning out to be full tosses. And for Jail, easy sailing.
Yeah, that would take some time, cutting this ground with that. But they haven't been able to... Oh, it's flicked away for 4. It doesn't matter if the outfield's cut or not, that would run away for 4. End of the 4th, 50 without loss.
Hello Hair, shampoo plus conditioners. Meet the new you. White, bright, spotless beauty. Golden Pearl Glow Boosting Serum. Set and Touch shampoo plus conditioners. The extraordinary touch, Set and Touch.
Golden Pearl Perfume Body Spray.
खुशबू खींच लाए पास.
So the 50's come up, and with that 50 as well, Sharjeel has raced past 500 runs in KPL history. 296 runs in the first edition, and he's 239 runs in the second edition. But what about this for a start? I just want to talk about the outfield quickly, and that's to say that the curator wasn't afforded the opportunity to cut the outfield because the amount of rain that has fallen when we haven't been playing, when we have been playing, the dew at night because of the high humidity. But he managed to get on this morning, and that will serve the bat as well.
Yeah, you cannot praise the ground staff enough, because the conditions have been challenging, but how well they responded to those challenges. They've been important. They have played important role in this second edition of KPL.
Talk about challenges. One of the challenges right now is the captain Ryan Rees of the Park Stallions. The big question of how can he limit this team. Amir Jamil, the new bowler, he's into the attack, right arm medium pacer.
I know we've been pleading for a coffee machine today. It's not really a day for it because it's very, very warm. But this is Pakistan's leading home appliance brand, Super Asia. You can shop online through them. Nick, just going to ask you a little bit about, you've been chatting about the field and how the bowlers bowl to the field. Has it not been the case now where, we mentioned it on air the other day, the double bluff they called it? 4, edged away and 4.
Edge, flying pass, wake and slip area. No luck for the bowlers as yet. Boundaries are flowing. The surface is good. You've got a feel for the bowlers.
This is a big score inside the power play. And more importantly, none down. And out. They have the breakthrough.
Yep, the breakthrough has come through a slower delivery. Amir Jamal, the man who takes the wicket, breaks this partnership. And it was looking very, very dangerous. Little off-cutter, angled in at the pads. Tried to give himself a little bit of room to hit it through the offside, the vacant offside, but only manages to chip it to extra cover. It was a good little cameo from Saib Farhan. He goes for 18. It's 56 for 1.
Golden Pearl Perfume Body Spray.
Khushbu, can't like us.
Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Golden Pearl Beauty Cream. हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं.
Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioner. The extraordinary touch. Set and Touch.
He has got the opportunity to get himself in. When I say that, is get himself to the other side and allow Sharjeel the opportunity to keep smashing it around this ground.
Good bowling from Amir Jamal. Saw the batsman moving away from that leg stump, created the angle, bowled a slow one, cracked the batsman, and for that effort he's been rewarded. Broke the partnership.
Yeah, this is where I think the Bag Stallions haven't been particularly intelligent with their field placing and where they bowled. They've put too much pace on the ball on a very, very good wicket. That's what batsmen are looking for. Take pace off, make them hit to the long boundary, make them hit out towards the fielders that are there, that are set fair for them. This is the last ball.
Sent back. Wise decision. Sharjeel will have the strike. He is smashing it. 56 for 1.
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff dandruff shampoo plus conditioner. Meet the new you.
गोल्डन बल्ब ब्यूटी क्रीम हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं.
Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch. Set and Touch.
Golden Pearl Perfume Body Spray.
खुशबू खींच लाए पास.
Yes, 56 for one. One more over to go in the power play. And they've managed to grab Sahibzada Farhan. But it's Sharjeel right now. It's such a good battle, this. Roman Reis, 2 overs, 3 for 11 in the previous game. Sharjeel, highest scorer in the tournament. So this will really pick an outright winner in this particular contest. Who gets the better of other? And Jammu, as you know, have decided to bat first, so they will surely look for a big score just to work on their very, very sad net run rate, and plus the win, of course, the 2 points. Boundary.
Sharjeel, the bear, Khan, has got busy. Claws are out. There's a mauling in progress here. And he's no ordinary bear, he's a grizzly bear. One of the most lethal killers in the wild. Thought the reason for them to bat first may be that they wanted him to go out and play without having to deal with the chase. He can play his natural game, not caught up in where he should be, in terms of overs, balls, where they need to be at, with a run rate. We have the hammer, and now we have the bear. HD reminded us of a Juno Ranatunga. So true that. But the bear is Ranatunga 2.0, and he's the upgrade.
It's a funny thing. I always wonder, as you said, you know, one of the most vicious animals in the wild. Shot. It was the Waken zone, the big Waken zone, but it won't matter because it's gone all the way. And it is not Sharjeel, it's Shazib.
At the pitch report, Marina just spoke about the pitch, and she said this is the best pitch in this tournament, and it's proven that. What a wonderful hit from a young Shazib. Quick hands and just picking the length right and hitting it over that mid-wicket region.
This will suit Sharjeel's style of play. Someone else scoring comfortably from the other end. It just means he can just go about his business in more of a relaxed fashion, bat deep, and then really look to go big in those last 5 overs if he is in at that stage. Even from 10 if they're going one at the other end. Consecutive boundaries.
It was there to be hit in the slot, a little too full, and I guess it's getting a little predictable as well. They expect him to not be coming at express speed at him. So probably just allowing themselves an extra bit of time and holding their shot, and result is there. 2 boundaries and a 6 in the over. It's got to finish well. This power play is flying. 71. Yeah, takes the pace off completely. 71 for 1.
What does it take to dream? To aspire to be better every day. It takes vision, discipline, and courage to step into the light. To be a king.
Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
Golden Bulb Beauty Cream. हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं.
I attacked him on his leg stump, and then he got good help at the other end by Farhan until he was out.
It's the first time in the season a side has won the toss and decided to bat. No one else has done it. Straight, catches his sound, but it's very, very straight. And it's 4.
One bounce and 4, and the fact that he hit it straight, exactly straight, did not allow that mid-off who was having to work quite a way towards the side screen, not being able to get to it and get underneath it.
You're coming back to that bear. So it's a vicious animal. I always think, who actually introduced it as a stuffed toy? There's nothing cute about that animal.
Cuddly, perhaps, but not alive. A little bit about the bear. It's highly intelligent. It's got a great memory. It's very curious. It's got a sense of smell 2,000 times better than a human. So I think the way to go here might be for the stallions to put a chicken karai on a length, back of a length for him. I think that might take his eye off the ball, because I can't see anything else working. This man is just, he's unplayable at the moment.
Well, I'll tell you, you put that chicken kadai, there'll be a few more in the dugout who'll come running for it.
That's on the menu for Islamabad on my last evening.
Slightly short, and he'll punish you.
And that's a miss hit. That is not even out of the middle of the bat. And here he goes to a 50. He's doing his part, having won the toss, deciding to bat JJ. It's all going to plan. The Bears leading the way.
Youngster Mars playing for the first time in this tournament, and bowling to Shujil is no fun for him. Excellent 50. Only took him 23 deliveries. A great strike rate. Third fastest in KPL's history. In the zone again. He's not going to really spare you from there. 4 this time, but hit really hard. 7 gone. 87 for 1.
Beauty, Golden Pearl Glow Boosting Serum.
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
What does it take to dream? To aspire to be better every day. It takes vision, discipline, and courage to step into the light. To be a king.
Golden Bulb Beauty Cream. हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं.
To stay in the competition. And for that, I feel Shajil's got to stay out there for the entire innings. If he's still there at the end, I'm sure he will get a big 100. And Jammu Jambaz will manage a big total.
It's definitely there for the taking today. Plenty of balls. Can he just show that resolve, that determination to get to those 3 figures? What's so good, his ball striking is clinical. He's worth watching, folks. Stay where you are. It's entertaining.
Notice this about Shazib in the previous game. You have a high back clip, but he's got something very different. These bats are sledgehammers, but how he holds it, it's like he's looking to hit everything out of the park, every ball he faces.
You wouldn't coach the way that he picks the bat up, and there's just that little hand movement before the ball comes, and the hands are high, but it does allow him though to free his hands. But you wouldn't ask a young kid, right, watch him, and that's how you pick it up, hold it.
It reminds me, I mean, not saying he's like Steve Smith, but something different. The back is in front of him, and then the wrists are moving. That's gone all the way. For a moment, I thought he hasn't got hold of it, but the power that he possesses just pushes the ball all the way.
That was the sound. It wasn't that out the middle sound. And there's not a wild slog. It's just a little bottom hand, orthodox pull, and look how far it's gone. He's got to be one of, we know it's a good pitch, but one of the best, cleanest ball strikers around at the moment.
Well, he's not only wild bear or a big bear, he's a very strong bear also. Very strong forearms and good hand-eye coordination. Doesn't take a big stride in, and it's just clean hitting, as you said, Daryl.
Just to go back to Shazab, Sikandar, Darren Sammy. He reminds me of Darren Sammy, the way that initial movement and the way that he picks up the bat and then goes through it.
Just have a look at the face of the bat as he stands. It's wide open. There you go. Look at that. He's facing more toward point. Normally you see a batsman who picks up the bat is nice and straight. You don't see that face. But from this angle you can see the face. And that really shows that he likes to hit over mid-off, that extra cover, but he's got such a whippy wrist that anything comes on the pad, he whips it through, uses his wrist really well. It's very strong wrists also. Doesn't have the big sort of, there you go, watch that. There, he just brings the wrist into play, manages to close the face of the bat at the right second, but anything in his zone, he just goes over mid-off, that extra cover point. And that's a modern way some of the batters back themselves, their ability to hit over the top.
Mike, I have to ask you, surely it's got to be worth the try going around the wicket to Shajil. It's just not working bowling over. Whoever's bowled at him from over the wicket, spin, pace, medium pace, keeper up.
To be honest, Daryl, maybe it's going to be hard right now.
The edge. There's a bit of pace and bounce. There we go. Loved. There's no margin for.
It's amazing scenes. Beautiful ground situated in the heart of Muzaffarabad. Shahid Afridi having a little break, having a bit of chill today, but had a pretty good game. The last one, we all were expecting him that will be playing today. Yeah, that's not a bad delivery. Good run. Running's been good. Very clear call from the word he hit it.
Yeah, it's a combination of boundaries and singles. Sohaib not really watching the ball there. I'm surprised Shahid Afridi's not playing. Played well in the last game. Must-win game, and he would have been right up the Crickwick fantasy team in every match. You can win a lot of big prizes. A lot of money up for grabs there. 1.5 million Pakistan rupees.
I keep saying that, and being repetitive about how you need to mold yourself when you've got a slow runner along with you as a partner. And the way Sohaib Maqsood completed that single, planting his bat in the crease, it's just, you always have your heart in your mouth as a partner.
But you know what it is? It's communication. I mean, there's lots of batsmen out there who aren't as quick as each other, but there are some batsmen who aren't very fast, but they're good runners between the wicket. And that's because they've got good game awareness, and they understand they're slow, so they have to make up for it by their awareness. Read the game. You've got to really understand where your partner's looking to score. What kind of player is he? Is he somebody who, likes to drop and run early on to get himself going? Is he somebody who wants to take boundaries? And if he is somebody who wants to drop it, you've got to be ready. You've got to be walking in. You've got to be really anticipating every opportunity. And I think what we've seen throughout the competition is sometimes it's good, and invariably it's been loose at other stages. And I think that's where teams, and you take Jammu Jambas today, very good at hitting boundaries, but when it got a bit more difficult, when new players came in, they weren't able to rotate the strike. Last ball of the over.
Seven for no loss after one.
A lot of guys who aren't that quick. They still be a big runner.
White, right. Spotless beauty. Golden Pearl Glow Boosting Serum.
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
What does it take to dream? To aspire to be better every day. It takes vision, discipline, and courage to step into the light. To be a king.
Golden Pearl Beauty Cream. Husne jana ki tareef mumkin nahi.
28 for 1 and 9, and then who would have thought? All out 169. He hasn't got hold of it, and a good catch. Sami takes it. Sami Afridi diving to his right. He wasn't in control whatsoever, but he timed the jump so well.
This will make JJ feel much better. They needed early wickets and they got the big fish. Yeah, grabbed it nicely at the end. It was a nothing shot, I would say, just a little flick. He wanted to go over extra cover. Ball just held in the pitch a bit. And big wicket. Maqsood gone for one. It's 7 for 1.
Golden Pearl Perfume Body Spray.
Khushbu, can't lie boss.
Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Golden Pearl Beauty Cream. Husne jana ki tareef mumkin nahi.
Bowling left up over. Five to come. Under Raja.
So it's going to go.
8 games, 36 best. Hassan Raza come in at number 3 for Bach Stallions. Mehran Mumtaz straight away. First ball wicket and a big one. In the air, chance again, should be taken. Yes it is, 2 on 2.
What is going on? Absolute mayhem here. This is not clever cricket. Not what the Bag Stallions wanted. First ball again. Not taking any time to see the conditions, get a pace of it, and a very good diving catch running backwards over his head. Just having a quick look, there's a slight question about a no ball here. Nakmal is looking a little bit worried. The team look a little bit worried because they're on a roll. Oh, it's close.
No, he's okay.
I think he's okay.
It's all right.
I think there is a little bit of his foot just behind the line. This angle shows that you can see the shadow. The shadow tells the story here. It's definitely a little bit behind that white line. They're still waiting. There you got to see. Just there. I think that's where the foot touched, and there's a little bit of a boot behind that line. So I feel that is out. Let's see what the third umpire thinks, because he's the important one.
Yeah, it's where the boot touches the turf, that's where they check. And this is the moment. You just feel a tiny bit of that heel. This might be behind the line, but it's really a touch and go.
Is he gone?
Hassan Raza is standing his ground. No, let's see what the umpire says. No ball. Free hit. No more wicket for you.
Tell you what, who want to be an umpire? That looked very, very tight to me. Very tight. Wakar's not happy.
I don't want to be an umpire. It's not that I will be good or bad. I don't want to be umpire, because that's not a very good decision.
Batsmen need to start making better decisions. Two very loose shots to start this innings. Always got to give yourself a chance against spin on a new surface. Batting second.
Oh, that could be another no ball. He's going to check that back to the third umpire, Saqib Khan. Was it above waist?
Or they're checking a height this time, or they're checking a foot again. They'll definitely check the foot first and then go to the height of the ball. That is it over the waist height. I'm not going to say anything now, because earlier I thought that wasn't a no ball. It's been called a no ball, and this time around is well behind the line, so no issues there. Yeah, go on, Nick, give your verdict. I'm not saying anything.
I don't think I want to be honest. I think that's just underneath the waist, isn't it? It's a fair delivery.
Are you sure? Okay.
Come on, let's get the game back on track here. Maybe a first little insight as to why JJ decided to have a bat first. Little bit of turn, spinner's getting some purchase. The wearing wicket. Good shot from Kamran Akmal, doesn't reap any rewards, but nevertheless, good hands. Using the pace of the ball. You've got to give yourself a chance against spin. You know, I know it's the power play and you want to get after him, but ball just sitting in the wicket a little bit. Very difficult to go in from ball one. Mehran. This one short and hit out. It's in the gap. Don't think the fielder will get round. He won't.
Well, Kamran Akmal's got to bring his experience into play. With good bowling, it could have been easily 2 down. Not the best of the deliveries. It was short. Kamran Akmal just rolling his wrist at the last second. Last ball of the second over. Yeah, good fielding. Very good fielding. You'll see a lot of energy from the fielders here. 12 for 1.
for 1. The previous over was a mixed bag. A wicket of the first ball, then a no ball, then another almost a no ball, a half striker. Ahmed Khan, 18 years of age.
Yeah, Jama Jambas, they can't really afford these half measures or half chances. They've got to take everything they get. That no ball might really cost them. Might prove costly, should I say. They've got to take their chances, got to take their wickets as far as the batting's concerned. Well, they've got some time. Target 170, so below par. Men up on the offside and the leg side, man back on deep square, and you've got a third man. So expect the ball to be back of a length, not too full.
He's picked it up, and he's picked it up cleanly. Maximum at mid-wicket.
Yeah, this is why I don't like this field. There's no margin for error for the bowler. All the men are up. Anything vaguely in the half of the batsman, like we see here, it's an easy shot. Just picked it up, and my word, did he do that handsomely?
फूड पैंडा पर मिले समर डील्स। जो चाहो जब चाहो जहां चाहो फूड पैंडा करो।
The toss. Dump.
Fair decision. Akmal looks behind as if to say, was that a missing leg stump? May just have been right on that leg stump, but the umpire's decision is final. He has to go for 5. The Stallions now 6 for 1.
That's a great shot. It really is. It'll be 4, but it's just such a control stroke.
Shot of a man in form and a confident player.
Oh, he's done well. He's done well. This should skip away. And does. There's a boundary, and it's much needed. It ends the 4th, 20 for 1.
Straight. As if he was expecting that fuller length. He stood his ground and played it very straight.
Well, what he did the best was he kept himself there.
He's picked it up nicely. That's the safest shot, but you hit a maximum, it's safe anywhere.
Well, previously he hit it down. He didn't really go up. This time around, he made sure that he just go with the shot and get that elevation and try to hit it over the top and go for 6.
And again, this time just over mid-off, but it'll go all the way. Back-to-back boundaries, a good over to finish the power play, 42 for 1.
And this goes big. Has he got it? Yes, he has. Into the crowd it goes.
Becomes pretty easy to sort of hit away, and that's exactly what Shoaib did. Beautiful shot. Another short delivery and be punished. 54 for 1.
This one's up. This one will be out. Easy catch. And he does get the big wicket. Outstanding over. Just the 3 from it. And he gets the big wicket of Raza. Raza goes for 36. It's 58 for 2.
Yeah, very smartly bowled. A little slower, a little bit more air, because he knew the batsman is not going to leave the crease, so he can afford to just bowl a little bit wider to him and bowl a little slower. Imad Wasim took an easy catch, but what a spell. Bowled 3 overs, 2 wickets for 16. Hassan Raza played well. He played well against the Pacers. The spinners he struggles. Gone for 36 now. It's 58 for 2.
Catch it, yaar!
Oh, that wasn't really far away from McGraw's left hand, but was hit very, very hard by Umar Amin. Boundary first ball as he faces.
Sweetly struck and four.
Lovely to see a classic shot.
Four. Pulled away.
This length is not going to work against Umar Amin. He doesn't commit a lot on the front foot. He likes that nagging length.
That's all the way. Just a touch short from Yasir Shah. Just a touch.
He's going to hit you all day long on this length. Again and again, the Meepur Royals are not learning.
Yes. That's what you want to do with the free hit. Capitalize with all you can get. No, it's gone all the way. Just for a moment, Long On thought he was in the game, but that's back-to-back maximums.
Oh, not convincing as he would have liked, but nevertheless.
Out. Taken in the deep. Straight to him, picked him out.
As it left the bat, you felt, well, is this gonna again? It's flat, it's hard. The spirit thought you have for the fielder. He's picked it up, balanced himself. Good catch, good catch. So much easier when you want them and you welcome them. So Umar Amin gone for 25. And the Stallions 104 for 3.
Shot, that's a great shot. Just cleared his left leg a little bit. That's quality cricket. A good over can become a bad over with one swing of the bat. 4 singles and then 1 out the ground.
And that's hit for 6. The runs continue from the ball of Shah. Welcome to the crease.
And it went flatter than flat. Ordinary effort. Conceded a boundary. 10 already from first 2 deliveries for Park Stallions.
This goes up. I think this goes up, and I think it is going far enough. It is. It's a 6.
For the moment you thought it was a miss hit.
He sees it short this time. He miscued it, an easy catch there at mid-off.
Yeah, 1 shot too many for Sarwar. The captain, Shoaib Malik, he makes no mistake catching that one. Yasir Shah, well, he breathes a sigh of relief. 58 runs he's gone from, and at one point he must have thought, not another 6. Halfway down, almost just, this loses its shape ever so slightly.
Yeah, once again the bat rotating in his hands, and that's why the ball went straight to the fielder. Good contribution of 27. That's 148 for 4.
How about this one? Is this in the hands? No. That's gone over the top. Maqsood is going now.
What a strike that was.
Well, they can if they get deliveries like that. Fast, quick, down the leg side, help yourself. Hit hard, really hit hard, hammered down the ground, and good effort by Yasir Shah. Well, just manages to parry it over for 4, so a great finish to the 18th over. 81 boundaries now, that ends the over, 170 for 4.
Good shot, very good shot. This might go for 4. Yes, the timing was good.
He did wait for that one. waited, and then here you go. Executed well. And a boundary.
Although this was a slow delivery, and he just got in the line of the ball quite nicely, and he just scooped it beautifully. And it goes big. How big? No! Straight to the man at square leg. A comeback for two. This could be out. And I think it is out. We'll have a look upstairs, but I think he'll be just short. Good effort in the deep. Good hard throw.
That's a great recovery from Mark Salians. On the bounce, good throw. Way behind. Way behind. That's out.
Second half, but that was the tail of their innings. 189 for 5. Maqsood, the outstanding performer. 72 from 53. Raza played well too. 36 he got at the top. And good contributions from Amin Sawa and a little cameo from Yamin.
5 overs by the spinners in power play, but then Shoaib Malik had to bring his faster bowlers, and they were a little expensive. 2 wickets for Shah, who was very expensive, and then Ahmed picking up 2 wickets. He was superb, a mystery spinner. So overall, I think they'll be very happy, Mirpur, because at one stage it looked like it might go over 200.
Because the Mirpur.
A little bit about, you mentioned earlier the Maqsood innings. Yeah, it was a very fine innings, but it was almost a dangerous innings, wasn't it? Because he took his time at the beginning, and if he goes and gets out, he didn't, but if he goes and gets out in the 12th or 13th over, he's been only get 130. And I think of a few players like that, brilliant players. I'll speak of one, I hope he's not listening, but he was a legend of the game, Jacques Henry Callis, is that if he batted 20 overs, he won you the game. But he used to give himself a little bit of time to get in with the angle again. He uses the time to get himself in, and if he gets out in overs 13 or 14, it almost cost you the game.
You see 2020 teams now, they almost have room for one of those. You can't have 2 of them. A guy like Joe Root, I mean, imagine a player of that caliber. He can't even get into the England T20 team. So it sort of shows what teams are trying to do now. Just can't go in for too long. But then I suppose you've also got a guy like Maqsood who, this is going to be tight. This is going to be very tight. I think he's got back. Not happy, Hassan Nawaz. Rightly so. Sent back by his partner halfway down the pitch, given the old. There's no run there.
That's the last thing they want. Unless chance of the run out. There was a little bit throw. And tried his best and put the dive in.
He'll live to see another day, Hassan Nawaz, which is good because he's playing nicely, as is this man, Imran Ali. He's the danger man for me. 84 from his last innings, moving nicely onto 12 now.
That's much better from Amir Yamin. Starting to bring the ball back in just outside off stump. Running, that was the confusion in the middle. He was less stranded. He's ball watching. He was less stranded in the middle, but got back in time. Courtesy to a vivid throw.
quite a big one for being quite hard on the man there, Imran.
Was very much dawdling, sitting on his handle. You could see he either fancied the bowler and thought, you know what, I'm happy with a single. I want to take strike here. But it really was Hassan's call to come back for the second. He was running to the danger end. Mind you, they are a team that do run hard between wickets. I know Shoaib Malik's been really big on that, so you expect that.
Get your head down. He does well. He does well, but that's the energy you spoke about. That Shoaib Malik, the captain, insists that his team does. They run hard for every single delivery. This would have been just a trundled one on any other occasion, but not here. Not here.
Yeah, and coming back to that point about Shoaib Maksud and his innings and taking a few balls, I suppose he knows he's got the power, he's got the ability to go big. But I tell you what, just that running between the wicket that goes hand in hand, this has been the mark of the Royals that have been real different to the other teams. We haven't seen that urgency in the other sides, and we'll see what happens in the rest of the game, but it does add a different dimension to their outlook. Again, another easy single. Got to stop those ones. I think if you are in the singles, we saw the singles, and that will end the over. That will end it. It's a good over. 26 for no wicket.
Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch. Set and Touch.
इस दौर में तेरा ट्रैक्टर हर वक्त हर जगह कैसे चल रहा है?
क्योंकि पैंथर चल रहा है।
क्या मतलब?
पैंथर लगाओ, डीजल बचाओ।
आम टायर की बनिस्बत पैंथर टायर अपनी मखसूस साख और खास डिजाइन की बदौलत दे डीजल की शानदार बचत। पैंथर लगाओ, डीजल बचाओ।
Hello Hair Shampoo Plus Conditioners.
Meet the new you.
Golden Pearl Beauty Cream. हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं.
Yamin is walking off the ground here. Now we know he was injured a little bit earlier on when backing up, and Maksud hit one back at 1,000 miles an hour. Now he does well. Let me tell you, he does well to get that hand in the way. Otherwise it could have been a lot worse. But we wish him well, and we hope that there's nothing too serious done to his hand. The medical staff did come on and have a little look, but he's bowled his 2 overs. He's braved that out, and now he's off the ground. Majid will continue. Oh no, he's palmed that, hasn't he? He has. They'll have a look at that upstairs, but I'm going to go that that's 4. I'm going to go that that's 4.
That was a desperate effort, though. Really couldn't contain. I think Rahman Reis probably just picked up the ball, but we'll have to see the dive. And has he be able to save it? That's a 4. Good effort though, but couldn't really contain the boundary. Just at that moment, the ball is touching his hand and his boot. It's just brushed the cushion. Looks like at this moment, yeah, the back foot is touching the cushion, and so is his hand on the ball.
Yeah, Marina's absolutely right. Definitely contact with the rope. At the same time, confirmation of a boundary, which again, really getting that strike rate right up there. 30 now of 3 overs. Running is good. It's getting better.
Yeah, I mean, 30 off 3, and they've hardly played a shot in anger. You know, we haven't seen any big wafting shots over mid-wicket. We might see one now. No, they're still just happy. They tick it over, they find a ball on their pads that they hit away for 4. Very controlled again from the Royals.
And I'm a sure advocate of that sort of cricket. Yes, modern day cricket is all about boundaries, but you have to be technically wise. And you should know to play different bowlers in different states. Right now they've been scoring on a very decent rate, hardly imposing a big shot.
One of my favourite players, Babar Azam, plays all 3 formats of the game. Technically very proficient. And And when he gets his runs, he gets them. They're attractive runs to watch.
Attractive yet effective. That's more important.
Now, partnership's always important. We know that. Mughal Steel, strong partnership. This one's got to start. I wouldn't say it's strong yet. They need to be.
Well ball, good over.
I'll just skip through for a single. So ends the fourth. Good over that one. Just 6 from it. 32 without loss.
Hello Hair Shampoo plus Conditioners.
Meet the new you. Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
इस दौर में तेरा ट्रैक्टर हर वक्त हर जगह कैसे चल रहा है?
क्योंकि पैंथर चल रहा है।
क्या मतलब?
पैंथर लगाओ, डीजल बचाओ।
आम टायर की बनिस्बत पैंथर टायर अपनी मखसूस साख और खास डिजाइन की बदौलत दे डीजल की शानदार बचत। पैंथर लगाओ, डीजल बचाओ।
Golden Pearl perfumed body spray.
खुशबू खींच लाई पास.
Lots of batting to come here. Akhlaq played so well in season 1 of KPL. Malik, Sohail, Wazim, they've got lots.
दिखलाएंगे सरसब्ज रहेगा तू वादा तुझसे ये निभाएंगे.
This was all about final presentation. This was all about final presentation.
With this, we come to the end of our closing ceremony. Thank you everyone. I would like to convey my special thanks to the members of media fraternity.
रुको जरा सबर करो.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम. So अभी वक्त अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वेलकम टू अनदर व्लॉग. साजिद भाई डे 2 इन अस्सलाम वालेकुम. वेलकम टू अनदर व्लॉग. साजिद भाई.
In terms of if you look at the batting, he has
Running in. Took it away. Bowling. Yeah, no holding back. No holding back. They want to finish this game quickly.
Yeah, you'd think the Tigers are watching us thinking, what happened to our acceleration in the first 6 overs? They bowled spin too. What happened to our boys? Why didn't they go after it? suppose it's easier in hindsight, isn't it? Know what the total is, and that's why so many teams choosing to bowl first, because they know exactly what they have to score. Ah, another cracker. Extra cover is getting a peppering.
I think he wants to get to his 50 quickly. He wants to get the quickest 50 of this edition. Wow, good use of the feet. He's playing well against the pacers, and he's playing better, even better, against the spinners. He's got something about him. He's got flair. He's got talent. Plenty going for him.
I think we need to take another look at some of the shots that young Hassan Nawaz has played. Extra cover. He has played some truly magnificent shots. 2 balls left, pressure on Saad. And this is probably the best. My word, the straight batted back foot smash over mid-on. What a shot.
Daryl, please explain that. I got no idea what he did.
Well, no one hit you like this, so you wouldn't. But I mean, how's that finish? And that's not a pull. That's almost like a straight batted back foot drive over mid-on.
That's a good terminology, a really good one. Bit of arrogancy in that too, isn't it? He's in control.
Well, last ball, probably disappointing from the batsman's perspective, but it's been an outstanding standing over. It's Hassan Nawaz, he's going really strong here in 37. Ali Imran on 7, end of the third. It's 45 for no wicket.
Golden Pearl perfumed body spray.
खुशबू खींच लाए पास.
Hello Hair shampoo plus conditioners.
Meet the new you.
White, bright, spotless beauty. Golden Pearl Glow Boosting Serum.
Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Hello Hair Anti-Dandruff Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
Golden Pearl Beauty Cream. हुस्न जाना की तारीफ मुमकिन नहीं.
Set and Touch Shampoo Plus Conditioners. The extraordinary touch. Set and Touch.
Well, this has been an outstanding partnership, and it is why it has been named the Mughal Steel Strong Partnership Award, because it's been an outstanding start for the Mirpur Royals. Yes, they're on a confidence train. They've got 2 young players who've got the exuberance of youth and aren't feared to really let themselves go. New bowler, Arshad's into the attack, a bit of pace.
Well, there's so many good players have come from that region where I come from, which is Multan region, and he is one of them. And look at that. Sheer class. Good control. Great hands. Level hai bhai. Inzamamul Haq was another great player that Multan region has produced, and when he first arrived, he was very much like this kid. Had lots of flair, very aggressive, very positive.
And express your...
To get rid of him. With spin in a big way. 2 occasions now he's only used spin in the power play.
Yeah, you've been spot on, and it'll be interesting to see how they go on from here. This win should secure them a top 4 place, will secure them a top 4 place. So they go from strength to strength. Lots of food for thought for Mohammad Hafiz. Things not going his way. Almost ask yourself the question, is there anything that you can do at this late stage? Bring all the fielders in? I guess there isn't. You've just got to hope that someone makes a mistake and the cricketing gods are with you.
In a big way. In a big way. Rain, nope. Douglas Lewis pass score is 82. It's one of those you move on, don't you, Marina? You just move on, and one of those days. Are the Tigers still in with the mathematical chance? You know these tables and points far better than I do.
Well, they do have, but they are now going to rely a lot on the result of other teams. And that's not a pretty situation to be in. The Warriors and the Royals have qualified for the playoffs. We see Mirpur sitting on second position. So, I mean, you have to, if you want to blame someone, it's them. Especially I am worried about the intent of their batting, the way they approach their batting, especially they knew what team they were playing against. It looked like they never had a plan from ball one. And that hasn't really worked for them, and it was obviously not going to be enough, this score, even with 4 down for Mirpur Royals. 13 over gone, 122 for 4.
Hello, here Andy Randolph Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
Golden Pearl Perfumed Body Spray.
Khushbu, Khench Laye Paas.
Hello Hair Shampoo Plus Conditioners.
Meet the new you. Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Golden Pearl Perfumed Body Spray.
Khushbu, Khench Laye Paas.
In the playoffs, Park Stallions, Ravlicod Hawks, well, they've got a lot to play for. Have a look at the captain, Mohamed Hafiz. The bowler's first over.
They won't be going and looking for big shots now. Ahmad obviously will if he gets one in his zone, but just 14 required.
Mohamed Hafiz and the team hit the ground running in KPL 1. They were the best look inside. Let's not forget they were finalists. They were probably the favourites to win. Hawks were better on the evening. Just hasn't quite been the same team this year.
I've got some news for you guys. If the Stallions beat the Warriors, the Lions beat the Hawks, the Tigers can still marginally go through. It's a big if.
What about their net run rate?
I think it's absolutely fine. Well, this is helping only one person's net run rate, and that is not the Tigers, it's the Mirpur Royals who go big. Akhlaq, he's finishing it in style.
Yeah, he had it enough. It was nicely tossed up, delayed his shot, just to get the right timing on it. A perfect length for a slogger who prefers leg side, and it sailed away.
The old-fashioned slog sweep, isn't it? Just right in the slot. Poor old Hafiz. Well, he's having a last darted effort to come on and see if he can get a top edge or just create something, but you can see that the poor fielders, well, the heads are a bit low, the shoulders are down. They know they've been beaten very comprehensively tonight. You've got to think that the Mirpur Royals have got a real chance, and we start to think about teams that could actually go on and win it. Just the single to end that Hafiz over. 9 from it, 131 for 4.
Hello, here Andy Randolph Shampoo Plus Conditioner. Meet the new you.
Golden Pearl Perfumed Body Spray.
Khushbu, Khench Laye Paas.
Hello Hair Shampoo Plus Conditioners.
Meet the new you. Beautiful skin is always in. Golden Pearl Active Neem Face Wash. Love your skin.
Golden Pearl Perfumed Body Spray.
Khushbu, खींच लाए पास
ऊंचा रहे सदा परचम ये अब दिखलाएंगे सरसब्ज रहेगा तू वादा तुझसे ये निभाएंगे
I was hoping for a big 6 or a 4 or something to finish in style, but lots of experience from these two at the crease. They'll want to get the job done now. 4 to win. Daryl, do you think we might get a 4 or a 6 here? Something to just finish in style?
Well, I hope it's a 6 because I want to go to bed now. So 6 or 4 will do. A win, that's it. But finish in style. What about that?
There's a big crowd here. I don't think they want to go to bed. They're up for some cricket.
Clark will try to go big.
It's probably our, now that you mention it, our biggest crowd, and well, their team's playing this evening. They've been rather quiet. Just a quick word on that net run rate. We'll know after tomorrow's games. So 1 or 2 sides have to take a serious dip in their net run rate tomorrow and lose if it's going to be possible for the Tigers. That's a lot of ifs tomorrow.
Contemplative. Not much to contemplate other than... And that's a strong shot. That is good enough. That'll be good enough for the Royals. They do it in style. An emphatic victory in match 19 of KPL2. Mirpur Royals defeat Muzaffarabad, the home team, the Muzaffarabad Tigers, and they go through to the playoffs.
A very convincing win for Mirpur Royals. They were up and over about this game from the ball one. Muzaffarabad Tiger, they had no clue, nor in batting and also in bowling. They struggled on their way. We talk about 2 professionals. Shoaib Malik has led his team really well. He made sure that he created that dominance, and they've won by a good margin of 6 wickets.
A happy-looking bunch, relieved. It's seen them now in the playoffs. That's the Royals, but for the Tigers, it really just hasn't happened for them this KPL2. Key areas didn't click. The performance of their senior players, their batting approach, just not quite the same setup that we experienced last year. So they'll be left to fate. But the Royals, they've come back. They've come back nicely. In contrast, they have some good things happening in the game, and they did finish in style. Not too sure what that expression suggests. Maybe he was hoping that it would be 6. But Abdur Razak there, what a lovely man, and never shows much emotion, but you can see that there's happiness and delight there.
Yeah, all smiles for the Royals, but lots of work back to the drawing board for the Tigers, the home team. The Royals have been impressive. They've got stronger throughout the competition. They've had a clear plan. And more importantly, they've executed. That man at the front, he always leads from the front. A real veteran now, but his cricket seems to get better and better. So the Mirpur Royals, they win. And this is a look at their batting card. 136 for 4 in the end, winning very comfortably, more than 5 overs to go. Hassan Nawaz, the impressive 17-year-old, well, he continues to show us his class. Ali Imran didn't quite get going today. Akhlaq was very good at the end. Very, very good. Shoaib Malik came in, and he did what a captain does. Took the game right to the end and just got out. And, of course, Imad was there at the end.
Yeah, they struggled. It wasn't a big total to defend. Tanveer getting 1 straight up. That was a good one. Arshad finishing up with 2. But have a look at that. Mir Hamza, he was way expensive. The economy, he's also tried to create some ripples, but it just wasn't their day.
yes, match 19 finishes this way. The Tigers go down, and they go down in a big way. The Mirpur Royals, 136 they got. Anwar Ali was the only man who really looked like he got going. It was Majid, Imad, Sufyan, all the spin options that Shoaib Malik used were executed perfectly. Very hard to get away. The batsmen just had no answers for them. The Mirpur Royals, they did it in style. Hassan Nawaz, for me, is the man to watch. He's only 17 with a huge future. So the Mirpur Royals, they win by 6 wickets. Where does this get us? Well, let's have a look at the points table. Mirpur Royals go to the top, and they join the Overseas Warriors, Black Stallions, Ravlicot Hawks, and the Jammu Janbars. Well, they've got a chance, an outside chance for the Tigers, the home team. Top 4 teams will qualify for these playoffs. We've got 2 of them. Who's going to join them?
Yeah, there will be spectators now, depending on the results, how teams go out and play their matches. But nonetheless, Mirpur Royals again with spectacular work today. They were resolute and persistent in their way, how they wanted to approach this game. We'll join Hijab now. She has someone downstairs.
Well, this has been a very entertaining game today, and Mirpur Royals are the winners of this contest. I have with me the man who has made it possible for his team. It's Mohammad Ikhlaq. Mohammad, बहुत अच्छी 50 की है आपने आज, और कितना अंडर प्रेशर थे जिस वक्त बैटिंग कर रहे थे?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ और मेरे माँ बाप की दुआएं हैं कि आज मैंने 50 स्कोर किया, और प्रेशर इतना ज़्यादा नहीं था। मैंने अपनी नॉर्मल क्रिकेट खेली है और अल्लाह का शुक्र उसमें मैं सक्सेसफुल हुआ हूँ।
बिल्कुल। और आप काफ़ी सारी लीग्स और भी खेल चुके हैं, PSL खेल चुके हैं। KPL की जो किंगडम वैली कश्मीर प्रीमियर लीग है, इसकी क्या ख़ास बात है?
जी बिल्कुल, मैं लास्ट ईयर भी खेला था तो इसमें बड़ा इंजॉय किया था, तो इस बार भी खेल रहा हूँ तो बड़ा इंजॉय कर रहा हूँ। ये बड़ा ज़बरदस्त इवेंट है यंगस्टर के लिए और हम खूब इंजॉय करते हैं इसमें।
बिल्कुल। और आपको लगता है कि आपकी टीम का कॉम्बिनेशन ऐसा है जो कि ऑल द वे जा सकता है और जीत सकता है इस कॉन्टेस्ट को?
जी जी बिल्कुल, इंशाल्लाह ताला हमारा कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा बन गया है और हम ये ट्रॉफी इंशाल्लाह जीतेंगे।
और आपके मेंटोर जो हैं वो वसीम अकरम हैं, तो कैसा फील करते हैं जब वो कितनी मोटिवेशन मिलती है आपको उनसे?
जी बिल्कुल, हमारा जो कोचिंग स्टाफ है बड़ा ज़बरदस्त है। वो हर टाइम हमें मोटिवेट करते रहते हैं, जहाँ पे हमें लगे कि हमें पता नहीं चल रहा तो हमें वो मोटिवेट करते ही रहते हैं। वसीम भाई हैं, तो इसी तरह रज़ाक भाई है, नवीद भाई हैं, सारे बड़ा अच्छा स्टाफ है हमारा।
ज़बरदस्त। वेरी वेल प्लेड टुडे इखलाक, और आपको गुड लक आगे की गेम्स के लिए।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
So here's the story. It was a scintillating game for Mirpur Royals. Dominated their way. The match 19. Tigers managed to score 135. The spinner did the trick for Mirpur Royals. Anwar Ali with some resilience of 44. Mirpur Royals, it was flying start courtesy to Nawaz 41. Clark finished it with his 50 not out. Just 2 wickets for Arshad and 1 for Tanveer. And Mirpur, the victorious, winning this game by 6 runs. We'll take a break now and we'll join you for the post-match.